take me to day one of the pre-sale day. Yeah. Did you even get a code?
Yeah, so I did get a code.
So what went wrong?
Everything. Mine crashed immediately.
Trying hard to keep my morale high.
And then it finally pops up and loads, and it does the, there's 2,000 plus people in front of you.
What's going through your head at this point?
I'm kind of panicked.
First, there was the anticipation. But when the queue opened up to finally buy tickets for Taylor Swift's upcoming stadium tour,
oh, no, what just happened?
Her fans, the Swifties, went from freaking out
Are you joking? What?
to melting down.
The tickets you have selected have been released.
The line has stopped moving. The website fully crashed. I waited in line for like 6 hours.
Now, Ticketmaster, the company responsible for selling these tickets, is facing increased scrutiny, with fans and government officials demanding answers on what many claim are unfair practices. All of that chaos was triggered by Taylor Swift's November 1st announcement.
And I finally get to tell you, I'm going back on tour.
Her big news came just days after she dropped her record-breaking album, Midnights, which filled all top 10 spots on the Billboard charts with inescapable hits like Anti-Hero.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
This will be the first time Taylor's hit the road since her 2018 Reputation Stadium Tour. Featured in the Netflix movie of the same name.
People are really just hungry to see Taylor Swift perform live.
Her fans are incredibly devoted. They're incredibly passionate, and that is to her credit. When she says she cares about her fans, we're talking about an artist who literally has baked them cookies.
People have not been able to see the artists that they've wanted to see perform because of the pandemic. Major artists are now announcing tours. People have to figure this out and get it together.
But the Swifties took it to a whole other level of demand.
So one of the biggest frustrations about this ticket sale is Taylor Swift fans were led to believe that they specifically had multiple avenues to be able to secure tickets to the tour. So we're right outside Columbus, Ohio right now to link up with superfan Nicole Hallberg, who says she checked all those boxes. So let's see if she was able to get tickets. So I'm looking at your desk over here, and it looks a bit more like a Taylor shrine than a desk.
I would say that is correct. I mean, we have everything, even water bottles.
It's 11:30 and my line hasn't moved in an hour.
Like many fans, Nicole wasn't able to get a ticket during the fan presale, but she had a Capital One credit card, which let her get into another special presale just one day later.
I started with the Cincinnati show, couldn't get any tickets. I tried Arizona, I tried LA, I tried Seattle, I tried Chicago. I mean, I must have went to probably 8 different cities.
And then Ticketmaster canceled the general sale, Nicole's last chance at tickets, due to, quote, insufficient remaining ticket inventory.
It was just gone. And that was a very hard reality to accept.
Does any part of you blame Taylor?
You can't look at Taylor and say that she's just the artist. She doesn't have control. She's Taylor the businesswoman. She's Taylor the corporation.
I'm so upset right now because I was in line for Taylor Swift tickets.
As more fans lost out on tickets, they started looking for someone or something to blame.
This was a terrible experience. I'm really disappointed.
And a lot of them looked at Ticketmaster.
All of these things were preventable.
Days following the incident, Taylor put out a statement on her Instagram story, never naming Ticketmaster, but writing in part, "I'm not going to make excuses for anyone because we asked them multiple times if they could handle this kind of demand, and we were assured they could." Adding in reference to her fans, "It really pisses me off that a lot of them feel like they went through several bear attacks to get them." Representatives for Ticketmaster, though, said there was just no way to prepare for all these buyers. On CNBC's Squawk on the Street, the CEO of Liberty Media, a majority stakeholder in Ticketmaster, said,
"All the Live Nation team is sympathetic that the long wait times and fans who couldn't get what they wanted. The site was supposed to be opened up for 1.5 million verified Taylor Swift fans. We had 14 million people hit the site, including bots we could have filled 900 stadiums.
Everybody knew going into this there weren't going to be enough tickets for all the buyers, but what people wanted was a fair process where they felt like they at least had the opportunity to get them.
2 weeks after tickets went on sale, we still don't have any idea how many are left or if they'll go back on sale.
Because people have this personal connection with Taylor, and because individuals who want to resell the tickets to the people who want to go out to the shows, that's why we have this particular problem.
Ticketmaster does have a tool to try to slow down the ticket resale market called dynamic pricing.
The idea behind dynamic pricing is to match the real market value of the tickets. So if a particular artist is exceptionally popular, the tickets are priced a little bit higher right away because there's an algorithm that recognizes that tickets that might otherwise cost, let's say, $100 could theoretically be sold on the secondary market for $1,000 or maybe 2 or 3 times that. So dynamic pricing allows the artist to capture this revenue herself rather than simply see someone who's sitting in front of a computer, has nothing to do with the show, contributes nothing artistically, make that profit by buying the ticket and then reselling it.
There's been speculation that Taylor was using dynamic pricing this tour, but for the first time, her team is speaking out. A spokesperson told Impact exclusively that, quote, Taylor chose not to use and will not use dynamic or platinum pricing on Taylor Swift The Eras Tour. Over the years, Ticketmaster has only gotten more powerful, especially after a 2010 merger with mega promoter Live Nation.
When you have this kind of monopoly power, when you have no competition, it discourages innovation, it degrades quality, it produces higher prices, all those things which are very harmful to consumers and to the quality of life that my constituents live and the quality of life of people all across this country.
According to Yale School of Management, Ticketmaster currently controls over 70% of the market for ticketing and live events.
You have the world's largest concert promoter that owns the world's largest ticketing company that also has a management group with about 100 managers and 450 of the world's best known and most talented artists. And this same company owns and operates venues. To a lot of people, this looks very much like a vertical monopoly.
The New York Times is reporting that the Justice Department is actually already looking into the company. They've been asking around for months about whether Ticketmaster engages in monopolistic practices.
Ticketmaster has a hugely dominant market position, so we're looking at this from both a consumer protection and antitrust perspective.
Even Jonathan Skrmetti, the Attorney General of Taylor's home state, is investigating the issue.
The concern is there is a huge incentive for people to game this system, and tickets in the tens of thousands of dollars appear to be somewhat common. So there's a huge markup here, and where people have that kind of incentive, we have to be awfully careful to make sure that there's nobody putting a thumb on the scales and getting a cut of that.
Ticketmaster's parent company, Live Nation, defended itself in a November 19th statement, saying, Live Nation takes its responsibilities under the antitrust laws seriously and does not engage in behaviors that would require it to alter fundamental business practices. They also said it has a significant share of the primary ticketing services market because of the large gap that exists between the quality of the Ticketmaster system and the next best primary ticketing system. That Ticketmaster continues to be the leader in such an environment is a testament to the platform and those who operate it, not to any anti-competitive business practices.
You can't call this the straw that broke the camel's back because the camel was broken. What happened is all of a sudden a bunch of kids saw the camel in pain. And that's not good.
What I do know is Ticketmaster or whomever else has to figure out how to solve this before Beyonce announces her tour. Because if you think the Swifties are bad, the Beehive, you don't want to mess with the Beehive.
Our thanks to Ashin, and stream Impact by Nightline for more on the Ticketmaster fiasco, including a look at Pearl Jam's battle with the company. New episodes of Impact drop every Thursday.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.